Dexapin says, they are all cute. I am sucker for cuteness. I understand that. I understand that. My favorite Pokemon is Charmander. Charmander was also my first starter Pokemon in the Gen 1 series. And I do think Charmander is really cute as well. So, again, I can understand where you come from. So, Dexapin, I hope that you enjoy my series. I hope that you are able to learn something. I am also a fairly new player. Myself, but you know, I hope that I still have something to offer on my end. Do you own any decks right now, Dexapin? Or are you playing with the basic starter decks? Bonfire, etc, etc. Ooh, this is not a great start, is it? Rattata is so weak, it's 30 HP. You know what, I'm gonna start with Rattata. Again, because I'm starting second, meaning that I can attack first. So I am guaranteed the 30 damage onto him. So even if the Rattata gets knocked out next turn, it's okay. I'm trading some damage for Rattata's life here. And that does give us time to hopefully build up our bench over here. Ooh, Luca, okay. Amazing, we've managed to get Dodo here, and our MVP from previous round was Dotrio. I am going to put my eggs onto Dotrio's basket. Dexapin says, you are funny, haha, it's like listening to a podcast. Thank you very much for your compliments, Dexapin. I'm glad that you are here to join me as well. It's always more fun when I have someone to talk to. Yeah, I own decks and I've made my own decks. Wow, wow. That means you aren't really a new player, are you? Dexapin, you're just... You should be a very experienced player. You are experienced, more experienced than me, I think. At the moment, I only own 2 decks, which are Battle Mine and Lightning Loop. And I have not gone on to any deck constructions. So it seems like you're ahead of the curve, ahead of me. Dexapin says, I've only played it for like a week and a half or something. Hey, same. I've played it for, I think, 12, 13 days probably. My account is 12 to 13 days old. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so fun when you're able to get to know someone else, especially someone else who's quite on the same time frame as you. I do find that the starting grind was really terrible, and that is what made me start to stream in the first place. Because when you're a new player, you have no choice except to use one of the 3 starting decks that they give you. Born of Fire, I think it's Crushing Current, or Hidden Depths. So it's Fire, Lightning, or Water. And those decks are really weak. I'm not gonna lie. Those decks are really painful, especially since you don't get the full strength deck in the beginning. You only unlock the full strength when you play I think 7 games using the deck. So it was extremely rough and extremely boring at the beginning. Dexapin says, why aren't you playing Perversus? Cause you can play Theme on it as well. Yes. However, I've just bought the Lightning Loop deck, and that's why I'm using it to complete the AI challenges first. I'm aiming to play 12 of the AI challenges. And once you play 12, you can unlock a pack, a booster pack. So that's why I'm playing currently AI. I'm getting through the 12. Let's see, I do need a minimum of 80. 60 is not gonna cut it. Let's see, are there any Pokemon I should be worried about? This one needs 2. He needs 2 turns, so I don't feel pressured to use Accelerating Step right away. I do have the time to attack him turn by turn. Okay, so whenever you see this sort of label here, that means that he has a card attached to it, and what you want to do is just right click and scroll over, and you can read the card that's being attached to. Okay, we'll play how, we'll draw more cards, we'll attach this, and that's nothing else we can do, I think. We can switch it out, but I don't think that's strictly necessary at the moment. Yep, that's not strictly necessary. One thing I don't like about this deck is that a lot of the attacks have a cooldown effect. Oh, that's really sad. So sad. Let's see. Okay. So I'm hoping to draw another Dodo, and hopefully I can evolve it into Dotrio. I think I really like Dotrio in this deck. Where can I put it on? I'm going to put it on Zeraora. So I'm going to use the passive because I can attach multiple times. Boom. Okay, that's it. If nothing changes in the next round, oh man, this is really unlucky because we've been through 3 coin flips right now. So that's half times half times half. That's 1/8 chance that we are still being asleep here. Now it's 1/16 chance that we are still asleep. What is going on, man? Wow. I feel so unloved. But it's okay. It's only 20 damage each turn, so... You know what, I'm gonna persevere with this. Yeah, I'm gonna persevere with this. Yes. Okay, finally we've woken up. Of course, this does mean that he's able to try to afflict the sleepy status on me, but... Okay, that's it. So we are all set up. We have 1 active Pokemon that's capable of attacking. We have 2 backup on our bench. We are as strong as ever. And let's go. Let's go. Okay, great. Lexapin says, I could play against you if you want. Yeah, that would be much appreciated. Although I've got to admit, I don't know how to set up a versus play. So if you can teach me how to do so, I would appreciate it very much. Because I've tried searching all the different options and I don't know how to battle others. Okay, so we failed in our coin flips here because we needed a minimum of 2 heads in order to secure a 1-hit KO. That's very unfortunate because now he is able to attack, surprise strike, blah 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 blah. Okay, so it's only 50 because he did not play it immediately when he came off the bench. Okay, but it's still enough to knock us out, so that's very unfortunate. We'll now think about... Oh, what? He reset his hand? That's weird. He also didn't attack, so this is just AI doing AI things. Let me add you. Thank you very much, Dexapin. Yes, please. Right after this game, I will accept. So right now, if you're joining us, welcome to the crib. Thank you very much for your views. I appreciate you joining us on this trainer challenge grind. And boy, is it a huge grind, man. Because I have 3 extra energy cards on hand, so what I'm gonna do is play Zeraora. I will use Discharge on this turn, and then next turn I have the passive ability of Magnezone to attach all my energy cards back to Zeraora again. And this allows us to keep up the tempo for at least 2 turns. Okay. Whereas if we use Magnezone over here, we can only attack 1 turn and we have to rest or have a cool off on the next turn, so that's not ideal. I want to keep attacking as much as possible, which is why we've used Zeraora here. Okay, and we're gonna click done, there's no point attaching more because you can see the ability says discard all energies. Okay, so please do not overload and waste your energies in this way. So that's it. The AI, of course, didn't press his advantage once again, but we are able to see how we are able to set up our active Pokemon followed by our backups and what sort of considerations that go into it.